Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
I'm not going to lie, I usually like being out in the heat, but today it's kind of nice being in the studio here because we've got AC in here. And if you don't have AC, you know it has been a battle, not only most of the day today, but last night as temperatures only dropped into the low 60s. And I'll talk about that throughout the shows this evening, too. That's sort of the compound effect that heat really starts to grab onto people, as it's not so much the heat during the day, it's that you can't cool things down at night, and then you just start heating up as we're doing outside right now. Let's go out to the Storm Tracker 9 live radar sweep, and we'll show you. Radar's pretty quiet near us. We do have a few thunderstorms starting to pop over in towards the southeastern end of the state, south of Burns, where one of the wildfire complexes that is burning right now. Sitting right around 90 degrees in Corvallis. We've seen 91 down in Junction City. We're at 93 here in Eugene. Just a tad cooler than that, one of the reporting stations, Cottage Grove. Other reporting stations we've been seeing in some of our area networks there are in the low 90s as well. Mid 90s again for Roseburg. Now notice things out towards the coast. Look at all this little milky stuff. Yeah, it's the marine layer starting to slowly push back in. Hot up in the mountains as well. And out into central Oregon, we're looking at a toasty one. So the visual satellite shows that marine layer just trying to creep its way in. It should provide at least some break from the heat. Now you get right in off the beaches, and we're talking temperatures likely in the upper 70s and 80s, and it's not going to cool down much tonight too. Humid for the most part, right around 60 degrees. Humid inland as well, and this is what I was talking about. Very light southwest winds going to keep a very sticky air mass around, and if you don't have air conditioning, best I could say is to open the windows up, get a fan in there, try to pull some of that cooler air in, and then shut everything down again as they start to heat up tomorrow. Speaking of that, we've got a couple of thunderstorms firing from the heating of the day from Boise, where they were in the hundreds today. Spokane hit triple digits as well. Further south of that, it has been the case about 110 and above in spots across much of the desert southwest. Heat advisory for the entire Willamette Valley, including here at home, that expires tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. So we've got all night tonight and tomorrow, and this is why. Big area of low pressure is trying to slowly cut itself off. Now that will actually help our forecast in the next couple of days. This is the big feature though, massive ridge of high pressure over the Intermountain West and the Great Basin just south of Salt Lake, producing some showers and thunderstorms, and it's pulling all that hot air up the west coast. Now eventually we'll see this low cut off, and the jet stream will start to kind of create just a little bridge over top of that. And that'll push a bit of an onshore flow, a la slowly cooling the air mass down as we head in towards probably Thursday, Friday. We're not talking about major cool down here, but at least it's going to give us a couple of days of relief, and looks like we should stay fairly sunny and pretty pleasant for the 4th of July as well. So sunny and warm at the coast. Everybody at the coast thinks in the 70s. We'll see inland areas just off of the beaches in the 80s tomorrow, and then the clouds increase just a little bit. With the overnight lows, we'll see those temperatures slowly back off into the 50s and afternoon highs in the low 70s. Scorcher again down to the Umpqua. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 90s. Would not shock me to see places like Canyonville, Myrtle Creek hitting the triple digit. And then finally a bit of a break from the heat as we go to the 4th of July into the weekend. As we head into the Cascades, sunny and hot, freezing levels way up there around 16,000 feet. Mid 90s again. Do think we'll see a chance for some thunderstorms popping. Probably best chance Wednesday and Thursday in Bend and Redmond. And then finally in the valley, guys, it's going to be smoking again tomorrow. We're talking low to mid 90s. Eugene, Cottage Grove. Could see a slight thunderstorm in the Cascades on Wednesday here in Lane County. Otherwise, we'll finally cool off just a bit, especially those overnight lows once we get in towards Thursday, Friday, and the weekend.
That's hot.
Yeah, it's
That's very hot. And that's nothing like Death Valley in Arizona, so we'll take this comfortably.
We will not complain. All right. All right, with those hot temperatures.